Today on Herndon Live, dead or not, we'll discuss Shovel Girl.
Also, we will discuss what you may see at this year's Herndon Festival.
Those stories and more as Herndon Live gets underway. Hello, I'm Jack Dorcross, and Emily Yen will be joining us once again a little bit later on in the show. But today we're going to discuss our story here, Shovel Girl, as we can see up right here. Now, right now, what we're looking at here is we're looking at this very controversial video about this girl getting hit with a shovel. Now, as you can hear, this is a Vine online, and this shows the girl getting picking up a shovel and then throwing at this girl. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about these two people in a second, but as you can see, the video is very gruesome and interesting. But let's discuss these girls. The one who is getting hit with the shovel and turns out to be in the pink is Miranda. And as you can see, here's a little bit better of an image from Miranda. And on the other, and also you can see Emily here. But let's talk about Miranda here first. Her Twitter profile is very interesting. And as we can see here, her Twitter profile says, "Weed, 16 years old, and yes, I'm the one who got hit with a shovel." Now, this could raise some concerns and some questions, and she seems as though she is taking the fame for granted. Now, as you can see, the tweet that she tweeted out, once she had reached 40,000 followers, she has now surpassed the 40,000 followers, obviously, but she tweeted this: "Got $40,000 for getting hit in the head with a shovel, LOL." Apparently, she thinks this is funny, but we're going to discuss this more in a second. But let's go on to the other side of this, the girl who threw the shovel. Let's go to Emily here. Now, Emily's thing says a little bit of some bad no-no words, so we kind of bleep them out. But we're gonna tell you what she said. She said this is what her profile picture says, and let's just take notice is that her profile picture is of them fighting. So very strange. But here's what she said. She said, "Yes, B word. I threw the shovel. Made the account because people," and the next word is supposed to be were, "talking S word about me here." So obviously she is fighting back, this girl Miranda, thinking that she's the good one, but she's throwing the shovel. But many people are saying that this was staged, but there's lots of different theories. But as we move on, we're going to the two girls phoned into the show, HLN show, Dr. Drew on call, and we have the interview. Let's take a look.
Miranda, people are saying this fight was staged in order to get the viral video. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say that the fight was not staged at all. I did not have any plans to get hit in the head with a shovel or any plans for the video to go viral. I didn't even have any plans for it to end up on the internet or go famous as it did.
Let me ask you, that's a serious head whack you took. Did you have any post-concussive symptoms? Are you okay?
I still have a concussion right now, and there's blood behind my eardrum, and I think I have to have surgery on my ear because I think they broke some, I don't know, something.
Are you having headaches and mood disturbances and sleep problems and all the things that comes with getting hit in the head?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, Sam, you have a question?
Yeah, Miranda, I was following your tweets, and you're embracing the fame. So is that your goal from all this? Is you want to become famous?
That's not my goal to become famous, but I look at it this way: if I can't laugh with it, then I'm just going to be laughed at and get all depressed and feel bad for myself. When honestly, if I get hit in the head with a shovel and everyone else thinks it's funny, well, I might as well laugh with them, not at them.
Fair enough.
Let me bring in Emily now, is actually the girl there who threw the shovel. Emily, this fight is going on. You guys used to be friends. Where do you stand now?
Well, we are sort of friends for real. We talked on the phone before the show, And we just kind of like, why? Because I got so many death threats over it, we were like, whoa, we just need to kind of like cut it out so all of that will stop. Getting so much hate, both of us, our Twitters are getting trashed. It's just unacceptable. I don't like it at all.
All right, and to join us now to talk about this, so we have Dr. Drew back on, but Mark Seaman joins us now to discuss more of this. And Mark, before we get going here, I want to ask you, what do you think of the Twitter profile of Miranda that says weed and all this stuff and about hearts? And is she happy about this, do you think?
Well, she may not be happy about getting hit in the shovel itself, but she may be happy with the hype that comes with it because it is such a popular video. And as you see, it was on Dr. Drew, it was on various news networks, and it's being copied all over the place. I mean, the original video was taken off YouTube, but there's still Vines and other YouTube videos being made off of that.
That's right, and people think this is very funny, and, people can think that, America's Funniest Home Videos, for example, they show a lot of injuries, and people go,
And there are also the fails on YouTube where it's like people trying to do like parkour and all that, and they fail, and that's funny.
So I guess that's what people are going for here, but the cause is very strange. And so, but another question that people, so obviously we saw one of the big hoaxes out there is that she's dead. She's not dead. She's alive, and obviously she did that interview, but she's suffering, as she said to Dr. Drew, from concussions, and it sounded like bleeding from behind the ear or whatever, and it sounds like they're trying to become friends again. Mark, if you hit me with a shovel, I would never talk to you again, so I don't know what she's talking about. But, so let's talk about this. So if we can go back a slide. So was this staged? When watching the video, the girls appear to seem calm. They appear when the shovel gets thrown. What do you think about this staged business?
Well, as you said before, it didn't seem authentic or genuine enough to be like a full-on rage or full-on fight, because it seemed a little too controlled. Because
Mark, is controlled the right word? They threw a shovel at each other.
Yeah, well, controlled in that sense, like they kind of knew what was happening because, well, controlled is probably a bad word to say it, but they knew, they had planned that was what was going to happen in that sense. Because if he had been hit with the shovel, most likely that it would have continued onward.
And if you saw the clip, you could obviously that she kind of like stuttered when Dr. Drew posed the question about was this staged. She was like, well, I didn't get expected to get hit with a shovel. Well, no kidding. Who wants to get hit with a shovel? But anyway, but another question is here, where is the parenting? And as we move on to the next one, here's another picture of Miranda, and she has tattoos right here.
on her stomach.
Yeah, very interesting. And she's 16 once again. And so anyway, in the full video, I watched the full video, and you can hear kind of an older woman's voice toward the end coming from Emily's house, because the whole group, if you watch the whole video, the whole group kind of is walking away from the property because Emily's like, get out, get out, get out. And so they...
Probably not like that, Jack.
Probably. I think it's like that, Mark, because they're Southern. I don't know where they're from, but they're like, get out, get out, get out.
Well, not
and the mother was like,
okay.
Yeah, you better get out.
Okay. Probably not like that, but okay.
I think that's how it goes. Anyway, so I'm thinking that the parents kind of knew about this. I didn't know, because it takes a lot to make a video viral, Mark.
Yes. Well, maybe the parents had maybe they thought it was going to, probably just a little play fight that they were going to...
Play fight? A shovel got thrown, Mark.
Okay, well, that's the point where probably they drew the line. It's like when they saw that shovel being thrown, they probably thought, all right, you crossed the line, we're going to stop it, and it's going to be over.
But if you watch the full video again, and I know I'm referencing the full video, and we're not showing it because, number one, it's 8 minutes long, and number two, there's cussing every 5 seconds, so there would just be no audio, basically. But anyway, in the video, it doesn't seem like she wants to go to the mom. She's like, ow, I can't walk, I'm Miranda.
Yeah,
and I mean, I feel bad for her, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But it seems like as though she should be going to a doctor and not going. In the video, she goes, the kid who's filming goes, oh yeah, well I have a first aid kit at my house, let's go. Oh, that's a great idea. Well, I would go consult a doctor.
You could probably consult a doctor or go to a hospital, because a shovel is what a murderer would use to kill somebody and then to bury them. And usually if it's hit in the back of the head, it usually leads to brain hemorrhaging, which can kill you.
Yes, it's very, very, very strange, and I don't understand where the parenting is. We haven't really heard from the parents, and so once again, she's still alive. A very strange story, and it's a very interesting viral video. Mark, thank you, and weather will be coming up in one moment, but let's begin here. We're going to talk about what's still to come on Herndon Live right now. So Casey Molina will join us live in a few minutes from Friday Night Live, where she will be asking some people some great questions. And also, we will have a live report from her from Skype. So this is hopefully to work out. I've heard there's a 6-second delay, but hopefully everything will be okay. And do-it-yourself Mother's Day gifts. That's what Elise Lesage did. Mother's Day is just around the corner. Sports with Raleigh is coming up as well, and things to expect at this year's Herndon Festival, and we'll have a live interview here in the studio. But right now it is time for the weather with Mahar Nasir. And Mahar, what can we expect today?
Hi Herndon, I'm Mahar and today I'm doing the weather. So let's start. Next. Okay, so today it was really hot as in the morning. The high is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So for tonight, we can expect temperatures to rise up a little, but then it slightly decreases. So for your highest temperature, it's going to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and lowest to 76 degrees Fahrenheit. For tomorrow in the morning, we can expect 40% of thunderstorms with 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and then at night it's gonna cool down a little to 58 degrees Fahrenheit with still 40% of rain. So as you can see, we can expect rain in the DC metro area, a lot of it, so yeah. So on Saturday, it's gonna be really hot with 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Same with Sunday, but it's gonna rise up a little to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and it looks like it's gonna rain tonight, but it's a 50% chance. And same with Saturday and Sunday, but highly unlikely. For the extended forecast for next week, the temperature is gonna rise up to the 80s, probably to the 90s almost, like 89 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot, really. And then it's gonna decrease a little to about 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's mostly partly cloudy with a chance of rain. And then as you can see, it's going to be a rainy weekend for mostly the coastal regions along the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean and the Great Lakes. And that's it for the weather. And now we're going to go to Elise with Mother's Day crafts.
Hi, I'm Elise, and with Mother's Day coming up, I'm going to show you a couple of easy-to-make gifts for your mom that are inexpensive and both very nice to give her. So enjoy. Okay, so the materials you'll need for this are magazines, glue, it has to be bottled on a stick, scissors, and some string. So first what you'll do are cut appropriate lengths of paper. These are usually 1/2 inch long, and you'll want them to thin out near the end so they'll become sort of an elongated triangle shape. Okay. So you also want the piece of paper you choose to have a sort of diverse color. So for example, this piece of magazine has a lot of different colors like greens and blues, as opposed to this page with Chris Evans, which is kind of just monocolored. So what you'll want to be doing in the end is making little beads like this. And how you do this is you take a toothpick and you start rolling up the magazine on the bead, starting with the fat end. And the important part to doing this is to keep it tight. So when you first flip it over, make sure the ending kind of tucks in when you roll it, and then you just keep on going down. And you want the color that you want the bead to be on the outside. So when you're rolling, the color you don't want will be on the inside. So as you keep moving it down, the magazine will kind of want to stray like left or right. So you also have to focus on kind of keeping it in the middle. As you do this, you should see the longer bits of the magazine poking out at the ends, which will give it the textured effect. So in the end, you'll have a little piece sticking out, and that's going to be your thin part. Then you want to take a small amount of glue at the end to both seal that part and kind of seal the whole thing in together. So then you just kind of move it along, working your fingers with like the grooves of the magazine. And then once it's sealed, you hang it out to dry. So doing this, you'll want a few different types of colors and lengths. For example, this necklace has kind of a diverse set of beads. You see some longer ones and some shorter ones, some that are kind of one color, some that are a lot of colors. It all depends what kind of look you're going for. If you want a necklace or a bracelet that's primarily red or purple, you'll want to look for a lot of magazine pages of that color. But it all depends on your preference and the person you're making it for's preference. So just keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that this is something you kind of need to get the hang of. So if you don't get it after your first or second try, just keep going, and eventually you'll get it down. Just remember to keep the beads tight and to keep the magazine lined up in the center, and that's all you need. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make what I call a flower bowl. It's a small or large bowl, depending on how much work you put into it, that looks like a flower, and you can put a few earrings in it. It's a cute gift for your mom. So today we're going to be using Play-Doh, but if that's a little too juvenile for you, feel free to use modeling or ceramic clay. So what we have here are the petals, and these are relatively easy to make because you'll just want to start by making a small ball as such, and then pinching it and sort of forming a triangle. And the thing about this is you need to have it be the right thickness. You want it to be not too thin, but also not too thick, as we will be molding them later. So you go like this, and you kind of pinch off the excess Play-Doh at the end until you have the right shape petal. So you'll want to make a few of these. It all varies in how large you want your bowl to be. Right now I'll be making a relatively small one. So the petals are about this big for my bowl, but you can have large petals and thus making less petals and just having them be larger ones, or smaller ones and having more petals. It all depends on what kind of look you're going for. Okay, so to make the base of the bowl, we'll make a sort of donut shape. So of course you just roll the clay out into a worm, get it about even. And just a general rule of hand for working with clay, when you are rolling it out into a worm shape, if you want it to be even, you should roll it this way as opposed to this way, as the grooves of your hand will shape it and make it thinner in one place than the other. Okay, so after this, like I said, we connect it into a sort of donut shape. This should be fairly tall, as it will be holding up a few of the petals. And to accompany that, we make a sort of a pancake, which is easy enough to make. Then you attach it to the bottom of your donut and peel away the excess. Okay, and this will be your base. So now you'll start arranging your flower. To do this, you just press the petals onto the center of your hole. And you want to keep going with this in the first row. And make sure they stick on, but also make sure that they don't shift the shape of the bowl too much, as you want it to remain circular. So now that you have the first row done, you could start layering inside. This creates the actual rose-like petal effect and makes it look more like an actual flower. This is also a great craft to do with little brothers and sisters who like to play with Play-Doh. It could be a team effort for your mom if that's what you are looking for. So you go around like this until you've reached a small space in the center. At this point, you can keep going or you can stop. But the final step, once you think you're done and have enough room in the middle, is to attach some petals to the outside. These petals should be larger than a few of your others, just to kind of enclose the space and cover up the base. So in the end, we'll have something like this. And I didn't leave very much room in the middle, but you can if you want to, depending on what you're looking for to give your mom. You can also put one of those plastic gemstones in the middle. I've done that before. And just remember, keep the Play-Doh her favorite color, have fun with it, and then you'll have these two great crafts to give her.
All right, and thanks, Elise, for that segment. All right, well, the Herndon Festival is 3 weeks away, and there should be lots of great attractions to look forward to. But here to talk to us more about this is Cindy Roeder.
Roeder.
Gosh, been a long day.
Yep, no
Roeder. And she's the director of the parks here in Herndon. So thank you for coming on and joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's great.
So tell us about your role in the whole Herndon Festival.
As the director of the Parks and Recreation Department, my job is to basically chair the Herndon Festival Committee and coordinate with the staff and the volunteers to make the whole event happen. So.
Good, that sounds good. And so there's lots of different events happening on there, but let's start at the beginning. So to get to the Herndon Festival, there you'll have to take a shuttle bus.
That's the best choice for folks to do. The festival is free. The shuttle bus is free. Parking is limited in the downtown area during this event. It's pretty crowded. So going over to Herndon High School or to Worldgate to pick up the shuttle bus is probably the quickest and easiest way to get there.
And I just have a question. How much preparation does the Herndon Festival take? Do you plan like starting the day after the Herndon Festival ends?
Pretty close. We meet monthly. We have an executive committee of volunteers who coordinate. They start meeting in August, and the full planning committee starts meeting in November once a month. The staff is working on this, basically throughout the school year. I would say from September until the event happens.
Wow.
They're spending time working on it along with their other duties.
So it takes a lot of work. Yeah.
Takes a lot of time.
For the Herndon Festival, do you still need volunteers? Or?
We absolutely do. We can use some more volunteers. We typically use about 12 or 1,300 volunteer hours in order to make the event happen. That comes from some of our civic groups in the community, like the Rotary and the Optimist and the Council for the Arts, but as well as individuals who want to come out. It's a great opportunity for community service hours for kids who need to pick those up. So on the website, there's an application for volunteers to submit and let us know your interest.
Well, that's good, very good. And so there's lots of different activities, like we said, going on. And something new this year is the League of Legends is having their championship during the Herndon Festival. Is that correct?
Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, basically we were approached by 2 college students who were very interested in putting together the first Northern Virginia Esports Cup, which is what we're calling the League of Legends Championship. It'll be, there's 20 teams right now competing online, and the finalists and semifinalists will come live to the Herndon Festival, and we'll be competing right there. Actually, just outside the door here in the town hall lot, we'll be able to, with some big screens so people can watch and see what's going on. But there's actually $2,000 in cash prizes available that they're competing for. So it's pretty exciting, pretty cool. We're excited
That's really
about
neat.
trying something really different this year with the festival.
Cool.
Speaking of which, are there going to be like any new vendors or new things to expect?
Carnival rides.
Carnival rides?
Well, a couple of new children's rides this year, a Wiggly Worm and a new children's Ferris wheel that we haven't had before. There's actually a new bumper car ride for the big kids and the adults that'll be out there. So I think there's 21 or 22 different rides in the carnival area. So a lot going on, a lot of opportunity there. So.
Nice. And also, so on Sunday, there is a 5K race and a 10K race. Well, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
5K and 10K road races. They leave from the Herndon Community Center and use the streets all around town. I know we're up over 500 or 600 entrants so far, and last year we got up a little over 1,000 when all said and done. So still a good time to come and register. We have a lot of families participate. We have a lot of kids participating. There's a group of students at Hutchison Elementary that have been training all spring semester for this, and they're going to participate. So things like that makes it fun.
Good.
So can you give us like a few dates here? When does the Herndon Festival start? When does it end? The times, like fireworks, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. The festival is always the weekend after Memorial Day Monday, so Thursday, May 29th through Sunday, June the 1st. Thursday night we start at 6, Friday night we start at 5, Saturday morning 10 a.m. ending at 11 p.m. and Sunday 11 a.m. ending at 7 p.m. So. It's a long, full weekend and a lot of opportunity to come out and do some cool
It'll be
stuff.
a lot of fun.
And finally, so there's bands performing over at the HMC stage, and then there's the Depot stage, and then there's the
Cafe
children's
stage and the Kids Alley.
Yeah, okay, so lots going on. Is there any, is any good bands?
Who would you go to first? You know, all the stages are different in terms of their focus. On the cafe stage, one of the things we started last year was going away from the single duo singer-songwriter to more of groups. So we've got quartets and combos and different things. So a lot more world music type things up there.
Nice.
Saturday up on the Depot stage in front of Town Hall, it's always what we call the Rising Stars. So it's bands that are up and coming who are touring on the East Coast, maybe doing college circuit and so on. So there's lots of really good entertainment there. And then headliners in the evening. So Thursday night we have the Nighthawks, which you guys won't know, but they're a big, well-known, well-established group from the Washington D.C. area, as well as Ocho de Bastos, which is also a D.C. area Latin rock, tropical rhythm kind of band. So Thursday night kind of kicking off with those, and then Sunday. We're really trying to capture the British invasion, the Fab Four of the Beatles' visit to the United States, where the anniversary year was this year. So we're doing a British invasion of our own with 3 acts back on the HMC stage to really highlight that, including ending up with a Beatles tribute act called The Return.
And a program note, HCTV will be covering all of the bands live on the station, and we'll be there live on Friday and Saturday and Sunday even. And if you want to get more information on the Herndon Festival, just head over to herndonfestival.net.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Look forward to seeing y'all.
And get ready for some. Well, I'm really looking forward to the Herndon Festival.
I am too. I'm very excited. Look forward to it every year. And coming up right now, we're going to show Brian, our own director, Brian Rose, a couple of years ago, and we'll see Mrs. Rose on here too. They set out and they got some interviews about how the rides were, and maybe we'll see some familiar ones this year as well. Let's take a look.
We're here at Jolly Shows. It's the Herndon Festival, and this is Peter. Peter, what's your last name?
Joseph.
You are the owner.
I am one of the owners. It's my dad, myself, and my brother.
How did you get into this?
My grandfather started the business in the mid-1950s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so it's been a family affair forever?
It's been a family affair forever. It's never had a so-called real job in my life.
This looks like a real job, but you got the winter off, or do you go someplace else?
No, we actually do a Christmas event over at Bull Run Park off of Route 66 for the Christmas Light Show, which is a very nice event. We've been doing that event for like 7 years now. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So, did you ride the rides when you were a little kid?
When I was a little kid, I rode rides like the bumper car and the scrambler, but no high thrill rides or nothing like that. No, just major rides, little major rides.
Do you ride the big rides now?
No, I don't ride. I got too much sense.
I won't go on them either. That's why later on in this interview or this program, you'll see somebody much younger than me.
There you go. I understand.
Do you have any new rides this year?
Yes, we do have some new rides this year. We have the UFO ride, which is a new ride, and we also have a new kiddie ride, the teacup ride this year.
Is there one ride that people seem to like the best?
I think the Street Fighter ride is the most popularest ride. The Street Fighter.
What's the Street Fighter?
The Street Fighter ride is the red, white, and blue one. It's the claw that swings back and forth, the pendulum. Yeah.
Can you get that up there, Megan?
Yeah. That there's the most popularest one. We purchased that about 4 years ago. That's a relatively new ride.
You think one of our camera people can ride that with a camera?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't advise that. I really wouldn't. No.
We'll do the little ones here.
There you go. Stick to the Ferris wheel and maybe the merry-go-round, right?
Well, I think you're going to have a great weekend. The weather's supposed to be nice, and I hope this is really a success for everybody.
Let me tell you, the Herndon Festival is a beautiful festival. They put on a very nice event. They really do.
Thanks, Peter.
Hey, no problem.
Hello, this is Ginger Snaps here at the Herndon Festival, replacing Nancy Rose. I was chosen for a replacement because she's much older than me, and she wanted me to ride some rides for the viewers' entertainment. So we're going to ride some of these rides to show you what it's really like at the Herndon Festival, and we will do that right now. We have
TJ Tony.
And how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What is your favorite ride? I need a recommendation because I'm about to ride one of these rides.
It's got to be that red, white, and blue one over there.
The red, white, and blue one?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
All right, I'll take that. Thank you. All right, and we'll be back with the first ride. Thank you. Hello, and we are back here in front of the Tilt-A-Whirl UF50 Area 51, and we're going to get some reactions and show you the ride. Thank you. Hello, we are here at the Tilt-A-Whirl again, and we are going to get some people's reactions. Would you like to say something about this ride? Would you like to? How was it?
Fun.
What's inside of there?
Seats, you move up, and then it kind of goes up, and feels like you're. Hi, Mom. It feels like you're moving up.
It feels like you're moving up. Is it dark inside?
No, but it feels like you're tilted.
It feels like you're tilted. Should I go on this ride?
Yeah, it's really fun.
I guess I have to go on this ride.
Hi, Mom.
I'm going on this ride, and we'll see you in there. We had a slight change of plans. We are no longer riding the Area 51 ride. We are now on the Tilt-A-Whirl. And this ride is located in the Herndon Festival. And basically, you are rotating and revolving, I believe this is a term, simultaneously. As this ride goes around, you are pushed back with centrifugal force that holds you in. This is a good ride if you don't want to go on the big ones or the ones that spin really fast. It's kind of a little more gentler. Maybe take the little ones. Something the whole family can go. You can ride a lot of people in one of these little cups here at a time. So it's a good choice for everybody. Thank you, and we'll see you. Hello, we are at the Zippo, and I'm here with
Maggie, Michelle.
And what brought you to the Herndon Festival today?
This actually is the only real reason we're here.
This ride.
Yes.
What makes
Richmond, so this is why
you came from
Richmond.
And what about this ride made you come all the way from Richmond?
It's fun, and you get to flip a lot. That's literally it. You're on TV.
Have you ridden this before?
Yeah, once. Not here, but once.
And what exactly happens as you're in the ride?
Well, you lean back and forth, like it's a weight thing, and you flip upside down and you slide, and that's basically it, over and over and over and over again.
So I take it this is your favorite ride of the festival?
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it. Thank you. Hello, and we're back on the Scrambler here at the Herndon Festival. So basically, I was told by one of our producers, Megan Zinn, that there are 3 rotations. She's a physics person, so there's 3 rotations of the ride. First of all, we're revolving around a center point, and then I believe we're rotating again, and then again, or something like that. But basically, this ride just spins. So that's the theme of this ride is spinning. We have some people, some fans of ours, screaming out here. Yep. And a viewer question of the day is, why does everyone shout out "Hi, Mom" when they're on TV? We're just wondering that, and why it's never "Hi, Dad" or "Hi, brother" or sister. So if you know the answer, tweet us at HCTV2328. Thank you, and goodbye. Hello, we're back again on the Samurai, and here we are. Basically, it's going to go up and back and forth. I'm actually not quite sure. I believe we go upside down. I'm thinking we will, but yep, we're going upside down. I feel so gravitated. Okay, we have some people we'd like to interview behind us. And we're going around in a circle. We just made a full loop. You maybe get the front. Yeah. Yep, we are going up and seems like going up and over, and back down again. And it's just like a circular movement. They call it the Samurai because in the times of the samurai would swing. What do you have to say about this ride?
They're good.
It's what?
They're good. They're pretty good.
It's awesome.
They're amazing.
Why is it called the Samurai?
I don't know, because I guess they're like swords and they like just flip around and stuff.
Yeah, it's because it's a sword. I feel like we're slowing down, but we keep seeming to make it back around again, and now we're stuck. I feel like I'm gonna drop this microphone, but this is how we do it at HCTV. We risk our lives for the shot, so you can enjoy free public television. Thank you. Hello, we are with
Omar.
And what has been your favorite thing of the festival so far?
I don't know, actually, like Zipper.
Samurai. All of them. Yeah, all of them.
I like walking around and waiting in lines. Probably the best part.
What are you riding here?
We're riding a ride currently.
And what is this ride?
It's called. We're waiting for that ride. Actually, we're not.
This one right here. I believe we interviewed people. They said they came all the way from Richmond to see this ride. Is it worth it?
It's pretty worth it. We're about to die right now. I'm
about to die.
So hard. You don't even understand how far. I'm about to flip this so hard. Like.
Yeah.
No further. No comment necessary after that, dog. I'm gonna die.
What has been your favorite ride?
Probably the Zipper, definitely.
Zipper. What? And your favorite ride?
I don't know. I like all of them.
Have you guys been to the concerts or anything else at the festival?
Maybe like once.
Once. Is this basically the place to be?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for talking with me. Bye. Hello, we're back. And on another ride here at the Herndon Festival. This seems to be a very large and a popular ride. The line is stretching for a very great distance. And this has got to be one of the most popular ones. You know, a lot of people get on roller coasters and they like the adrenaline rush, but I find them quite relaxing. You know, the slow, movements of going up and down. You know, the gravity thing is a little harsh, but other than that, I find it very relaxing and calming. It's a great place to think and reflect. Seems that we are rotating and swinging up and down at the same time, which gives a great ride. And we are coming to a stop. Definitely worth it here at the Herndon Festival. Hello, we are with
Alyssa. Sarah.
Sal.
Hannah.
And what did we just ride?
Street Fighter.
And what is so special about the Street Fighter?
It's just cool. I don't know.
It's fast and it goes. It's fun.
You feel like you're about to pee when you're on it. She peed the first time.
Did you really?
No, just a little bit. No, it was a samurai. It was a samurai, kind of, maybe.
So what brought you to the Herndon Festival today?
Her,
Why did you bring her to the Herndon Festival?
because I wanted to have fun.
What are you going to do next?
Get food.
Get food? Are there good places to eat? What's there to eat here?
Funnel cakes and ice cream and popcorn. Mediterranean breeze is the bomb.
It is, it is. So check out the Mediterranean Breeze here at the Herndon Festival. Hello, what's your name?
Joseph,
Joseph? What are we about to ride here?
the hip hop.
The hip hop. Now, I'm guessing we're gonna go up, and then what's gonna happen?
I think I'm gonna pee on my pants.
You're gonna pee in your pants. You're the second person who's told me that. What brought you to this ride specifically?
Because it's fun and I like it very much.
And what's been your favorite part of the festival?
Because there's like all of these electricity rides that you could use.
Are you excited for this one?
Uh-huh.
Great. Well, it should be fun. Yeah, we're ready. No, keep going. I said that on camera. But here we do everything on live. So we're here with a bunch of kids here, including Joseph, and we're about to ride this ride. And it's a beautiful night in Herndon. We have a waxing gibbous moon. It's perfect weather. You know, maybe, oh, we're moving up. You know, low humidity, low 70. We seem to be dropping. Do you have a fear of heights?
Yeah.
So you chose a pretty good ride to ride then, huh?
Yes.
How high do you think we are?
100 feet at top.
100 feet?
Oh, yes.
I think we're slowing down.
It's a good thing the ride's.
We made it. Thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome.
And here we are, a beautiful night at the Herndon Festival. It's only Thursday, and the fun has just begun because it's going all weekend, all the way through Sunday. You know, it's a great time. There's already a huge amount of people, more than Thursday night normal. So I just suggest you come out and experience it for yourself. There's some great rides, great music, great food, and great people. So come out to the Herndon Festival. This is Ginger Snaps. By the way, we are on a Ferris wheel.
Oh, I think we just saw Casey there for a second, but we'll get to her in a second. Don't you worry.
Okay, so that was Brian Rose a couple years ago at the Herndon Festival. This year, Jack and I will be covering it.
We'll get into the technical details.
Hold up.
later.
Have you guys noticed that Jack here has got his braces off? Can we get a teeth cam on that? Just look at his teeth.
They look yellow.
Yeah.
They look. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. But anyway, okay, so Casey, I don't know if we're going to see her or something, but But Casey Molina joins us live now from Friday Night Live. And Casey, I hope you have some great people to talk about. And I see you have someone standing next to you there. And I know there's a little bit of delay, but Casey, what do you have to tell us?
Hey, Jack. Okay, so I'm here live at Friday Night Live. I'm here with Doug Downer, who is one of the head coordinators of Friday Night Live. So do you want to tell us what you do as head coordinator and why the 20th anniversary of this event is so special?
Sure. As the chairman, I do most of the things that I do in the off season, just planning and coordinating, getting ready. Once the season gets here, we have tons of volunteers, and it really is a large person. And I would make the announcement of all that Friday. A lot of great help.
That's good. So what do families get out of coming to this event and listening to good music?
Well, we just try to make it a safe and fun event for everybody. Try to have great music. You can see there's lots of families and kids that come out. And make it an adult event that adults can come and bring their kids. They don't have to have a babysitter. Kids are beat and they're ready to go. Parents come out.
Yeah. So does this event cost any money?
Well, it costs a fortune and on, but it can come for free. It's paid for sponsorships. Our Thai sponsors, flagging group in America. The beer and concessions for
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're just going to be covering a couple of things during this event. We're going to be listening to some good music and maybe interviewing a couple other people.
All right, that sounds good. Casey, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if my mic's on, but tell me, is there ever a rain delay? Because I know there's thunderstorms in the forecast. Is there ever a rain delay or anything?
Is there a rain delay? No, there's not a rain delay.
Okay, I was just checking, but I didn't know if it was ever canceled or whatever. But Casey, tell us, does there seem to be a lot? What time does this? What time does Friday Night Live start?
Okay, so it starts at 6:30, but it seems like there's a lot of people here already setting up, and apparently the best spot to get is on the hill right there because you get the best view of the stage. And as you can see, we have a lot of kids just enjoying themselves, and it's definitely a family event, as well as just, I mean, if you're just an adult looking to have a good time, or it's kind of for everyone, so it should be fun.
All right, well that sounds good, Casey. Now now are there some foods there because I could be hungry after this, and I don't know where to eat.
Yeah, so there's DQ, there's popcorn, there's Domino's over there. Okay. Yeah, and the proceeds go towards Herndon Prom. So.
Good, that sounds good. Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that. Oh, what happened? Oh, hello? Oh, Allie dropped the camera. Allie, that's Allie. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Allie, it seems like Allie was with us, but I don't know if she's still. Casey, I don't know if you're still with us. We may go back to you in a second.
Yeah. Sorry, having some technical difficulties.
Did Allie drop the camera?
No, I accidentally ripped it out of my ear, but.
Well, you know what? Hey, it's live. Anything can happen.
Yep.
Well, all right.
This is our first time doing a live feed outside of the studio, so I'm impressed with how it turned out.
I think it's pretty good. Now,
Yeah.
at first, Casey, we were having some technical difficulties, and it looked like you were trying to talk to us from Antarctica. But I think the quality's gotten a little bit better. Now, tell us, Casey, does there look like there's a lot of partying going on? I mean, what's going on?
Hasn't really started.
Yeah, I mean, most of the kids look like they're having a pretty good time right now.
Interview that kid. I want to interview that running kid.
Don't do that. That's kind of creepy.
Interview one of the kids. I want to see what they say.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Can we grab the kid? Do you think we can grab someone?
Yeah, just do it. It's live. Anything can happen.
Oh yeah, maybe we should talk to parents. I don't. Oh, okay. We're about to interview a child right now. You okay with that?
Come on, Casey. There's one. Oh, good.
No. Your name's Caleb? Okay, can I ask you a couple questions? Okay, so I work with the show called Herndon Live, and I just want to know, how excited are you to be here at Friday Night Live? You are? Okay, so this is Caleb, and he says he's really excited to be here at Friday Night Live. So what do you and your brother do when you come here? All right, so how long do you guys usually get really tired after you leave here? Yeah, and do you like the music? Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Good job, Casey. Yay! Yay for getting a live interview, Casey.
Yeah. Okay, so that's basically a lot of the kids enjoy the event. I think sometimes more so than the parents. Alex nodding, she agrees.
Now, is it hot, Casey? I mean, should we be bringing a jacket? Is it like party hot? Is it humid hot? Tell us what's going on.
The temperature, it's a little bit humid right now, but I feel like the storm, took me to this, but I feel like the storm's passing us first because it definitely looks like it's going to storm earlier. But the temperature's pretty nice right now. There's a light breeze, and other than the humidity, I don't think anyone will need a jacket. But if you definitely decide to come, just bring a blanket and some chairs. Be prepared to sit and with some good music.
Sounds like a lot of fun,
Woo,
Casey.
woo. All right. Well, Casey, thank you very much, and come back into the studio where at least we have some air conditioning, or at least our control room is freezing.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bye,
Casey.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
All right, so here we have Raleigh. He's going to be talking about sports, so.
All right. Well, first we're going to have an update on the Wizards. So right
Oh,
now,
good. Are they winning?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I don't follow basketball, but-
neither do I. But they're giving a lot of hope for DC fans because I think they're up 3-1, and they play again tonight. I think.
Good. Okay.
I think.
Good
And
to hear.
next, the big news right now is the Stanley Cup Finals. Right now we are in the conference semifinals, which is the second round out of a best-of-7 game between 16 teams. And first up, we have the Los Angeles Kings versus the Anaheim Ducks. Los Angeles Kings are currently up right now 2-1. Los Angeles, Kings beat the San Jose Sharks after being down 3-0. So they came back and won 4 games straight, which is, I think, only the 4th time that's ever happened in history. Meanwhile, Anaheim, who has had a spectacular defense for the whole playoff so far, beat the Dallas Stars 4-2 in the first round. And back up to the Northeast, we have Boston playing Montreal. It's like the 166th time they've faced off in the finals ever, I think. Sorry, not the finals, the playoffs. They are the rival teams because they represent the hockey town of the U.S. and the hockey town of Canada. So there is going to be rivalries, blood, shouting, lots of stuff like that. Montreal swept Tampa Bay 4-0 earlier, and Boston beat Detroit 4-1. So right now they're tied 2-2, and it looks like it's going to be right down to the line. Next up, we have the Chicago Blackhawks playing against the Wild. I believe the Blackhawks are up 2-1, maybe 3. I think it's 2-1. Chicago beat the St. Louis Blues 4-2 beforehand, and the Wild, they beat the Colorado Avalanche in 7 games in the first round, and that was a big surprise and a big Debbie Downer for me.
I'll Debbie Downer.
Yes, because the Avalanche were expected to go far because they had a lot of young players who had a lot of talent in them. What sold the season away to the Wild, though, was probably because there was a cheap shot. Well, not a cheap shot, but play that got Tyson Barrie, who was a very good defender on the Avalanche, hurt, and he was part of the backbone of their team, of their defensive team. So that probably cost them. They lost in overtime in Game 7 at home, so that was a real heartbreaker and a real surprise for everyone. Next, we have, in the last set of teams that are playing right now, is Pittsburgh, who are up 3-1 against the New York Rangers. They beat Columbus 4-2 in the opening round, and now they're playing New York, and they're up 3-1. The New York Rangers previously played Philly, and they beat them 4-3 in a battle of the notorious we don't win anything towns because the fans are not the nicest people you would ever have the pleasure to meet. Yeah, I think a bad fans reaction actually got featured on iFunny on Game 6. Okay, just go look that up yourself. I can't really talk about it because this is a show and not
yeah, we get the
a
idea.
fest for, Anyway, it's really looking bright for a few of the teams. Other teams, not so much, like New York Rangers. They're probably going to they're probably going to flounder early in this series. They have to win three in a row to advance. And it looks like it's going to be a close draw for the other three. Good luck to them, and they look like they're going to do well.
Good. All right. Well, Raleigh, before you go, I want your take on the Donald Sterling NBA basketball scandal.
Okay, what I know, I think, is that Donald Sterling, he was like an NBA commissioner or something, and he made...
Donald Sterling is the owner of the LA Clippers.
Yeah, right, he's the owner of the LA Clippers, and he made like a really racist comment
to
his girlfriend. What do you want me to say about it?
What do you think? Do you think do you think the owners of the NBA are gonna force the sell of the team? Or do you think that he's going to keep the team or do you think that his wife is going to take the team for herself? She owns
his
apparently
wife?
50%. Yeah. Raleigh, obviously you're not educated on this.
Well, excuse me.
Topic.
I think if he made a really racist comment, if it was so obviously like intentionally said, then he's probably going to get kicked out. And
what he said he said to V. Stiviano, who sat down with an interview with ABC's Barbara Walters, and he said she said someone released this tape of him yelling at V. Stiviano for taking a picture and posting it on Instagram with Magic Johnson, saying that why do you have to have black people on your Instagram and da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. And so that was the whole scandal, but that'll be unfolding out in the next couple
He's gone. He's gone.
I think
there's no way he's staying.
Well, yeah. Anyway, and there's been problems in the past. Well, Raleigh, thank you very much.
Thank you, Raleigh.
Thank you. Oh, my pen.
There you have it.
Well, next we are going to talk about Mother's Day. Allie rounded up a few people from the show, and some of us are sending out a little message to our mothers out there right now. So let's go check that out.
Hi, my name is Lydia Shar, and I am thankful for my mom because she does a whole lot for my family. She takes me on rides everywhere, she does the laundry, and she cooks, and she cleans, and she's really nice, and she's cool.
I'm DJ, and I love my mom because she's caring and understanding, and she's always been there for me.
I'm Megan Gravy, and I like my mom because she brought me into this world. She makes me food, and whenever I'm stressed or upset, she gives me a hug. It wasn't meant to be funny. Okay. I'm Kayla, and I'm with my mom because she's always there when I need someone to talk to and will help me through the low points in my life, and is just a good role model. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Shruti, and I just want to say I'm really thankful for having my mom with me. She's always been there. She's encouraged me to do a lot of the activities I do now and helped me be the young woman I am today with me for 15 long years. And I'm just really glad. So I love you, Mom. I love you so much.
We have a lot of respect for each other, and she trusts me a lot.
Okay, I'm Patrick Hammes. I love my mom. She's always been very supportive and kind, and she's taught me a whole lot about a lot of things over the years that I've found very useful to know. She trusts me. She's raised me very well, and I think I'm very proud of the person I am today. And I think the reason I am the person I am today is largely because of her, and my dad. So I love both of them, and happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you.
My name is Samaya Solomon. Mom, thank you for being the person that you are. You're the most humble, the most sincere person I've ever met. I love you very much, and thank you for all that you do for me.
Hi, I'm Leslie.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm thankful for my mom for being so supportive of everything I do.
And I'm thankful for my mom always being there for me and just supporting me throughout everything I do. I love you, Mom.
I'm Kyle Nielsen, and I really like my mom because she has supported me through all that I've done with homework and sports, and basically anything that I want to do. And I'm really grateful that she stuck with me for a whole 14 years and not abandoned me or anything. And I really love her.
Hello, I'm Mark Seaman, and I'm here to wish my mother a happy Mother's Day. Now, my mother, ever since I was young, and as far as I can remember, she was always there for me. She was always supportive. She loved me very much, and we've been through the hard, the easy, and everything all together. So I love you, Mom, and happy Mother's Day.
Hi, I'm Melissa Cisneros, and I wanted to give a shout out to my mom because it's Mother's Day this Sunday, and I just wanted to thank her for everything she's done for me, and I love your cooking. I'm definitely going to miss that next year. Also, your advice and everything about you that makes you special, and thank you for helping me whenever I'm down, and yeah, thank you, Mom. I love you.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I want to wish my mom happy Mother's Day because she's not just a normal mom, she's like a cool mom, and she doesn't take sass from anybody. Like, if other moms are rude to her, she'll be like, girl, no. And she has like 5 kids, and she works really hard, so that's cool. So yeah, happy Mother's Day, Mom.
I'm Raleigh Hampson, and this is what I love about my mom. She's one of the most considerate people I know. Probably the most considerate aside from my dad. She's always there to like drive me to hockey practice or whatever transportation I need when she's all I have. She's also a good timer. She really helps you like get up in the morning when like for high school you can't wake up. She's just a great person. She's really kind and considerate and thoughtful and forgiving. And yeah, I just love her.
Hi, I'm Allie Castray, and my mom is really like my hero. She is there during the darkest of times and the best of times. And from driving me places to sleeping on the floor on a mattress to putting up with my abundance of t-shirts and comic books and my loud music, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi guys, I'm Emily Yen.
I'm Edward Yan.
And we're twins, and we just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to the greatest mom out there. Thanks for being super supportive all the time.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, I'm Jack Dorcross, and happy Mother's Day, Mom. You're a great mom. You're so very, very supportive, and you do so much for me, and I'm really glad that I can have you in my life, and you're always there for me no matter what obstacle I may have to face, and I love you. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
All right, well, there you have it. And now Brian is here, and he has something to say to his mother. Brian, go.
Hi, Mom. I know you're in the room outside there because you are the executive director of ACTV. I just want to say you're amazing. Thank you for everything. You're doing a great thing with the station, and you did. I'd say I didn't turn out too bad, so happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you, Miss
Brian.
Thank you, Miss Rose, for everything.
Yes, and thank you, Miss Rose.
All
right, well, Emily, you went to, where'd you go today?
Maryland Film Festival.
The Maryland Film Festival, that's right. And so tell us a little bit about what you saw.
Okay, so just earlier today, I was at the Maryland Film Festival, obviously in Baltimore. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. Probably not.
Maryland Film Festival.
Maryland Film Festival. Anyway, but it was a lot of fun, just like most film festivals, such as like the Tribeca Film Festivals or Sundance Film Festivals. These are events to celebrate individual films. So this year, well, I mean, it was in Baltimore. It's going to go on till Sunday, and if you guys don't have anything planned this weekend, I would totally recommend to check it out. I got to sit into a interview with director Joe Swanberg, and I saw a few screenings, including Faults, which is an individual film directed by Riley Stearns. Anyway, it was really a lot of fun, very interesting, and it's in Baltimore, so you should check that out. Maryland Film Festival in Baltimore.
That sounds good. And for our poll this week, relates to our news story earlier this show. And we want to know if you think that criminal charges should be pressed against the girl that threw the shovel. So
Emily, not me, Emily, the other.
No, yes.
Shovel
No,
Emily.
no. Yes, Shovel Emily, not Emily.
And it's funny because Miranda is
I know,
my
it's your
mom's
name. That's the funny part. It's like Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
So yeah. And
all right, well, before we go, we have a couple of program notes to go over. So, yeah.
That's right. 2 weeks from today at 5 p.m., Jack and I will be on air as usual, but we will be premiering our new talk show called The Spinoff. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a very interactive show with a lot of activities, pranks. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, so you should definitely check it out.
And then the week after, or otherwise known as 3 weeks from today, we'll be on the air at a special time, 6:30, not 5 p.m., our normal time, and we'll be reporting right outside here, probably in the parking lot, live from the Herndon Festival. And don't worry, it's not via Skype, so we won't have any problems like we did with Casey. It'll all be good. And it should be lots of fun, and we're going to have some great segments there and have some great interviews, and then we'll be doing cutting in periodically on Saturday as well.
Yes.
So definitely watch that. And all right, well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Jack Norcross.
And I'm Emily Yen.
And remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and head on over to HerndonLive.com. And from all of us here at HCTV and Herndon Live, have a great weekend.
And happy Mother's Day.
That's right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Good night.
Good night.